Hello, this is the LEGO Angry Birds Pig City Teardown set. The birds in this set get a catapult, and this has printed pieces to printed tiles on the top. You can put either of the birds in there, and you just put your fingers down here and push on this to make your bird go catapulting off. They give you a couple of them, so you can line up a couple of shots. Sometimes the birds will tend to kind of fall back a little bit, so it's, especially with the taller ones, it's easiest to just kind of lean them back. But this is a very simple mechanism, but it works well. The Pig City structure, meanwhile, has an interesting selection of different targets to hit with your angry birds that are flying through the air. A lot of this stuff is pretty nicely integrated in, and they don't make it too obvious just what's going to happen, and they do different things depending upon what you hit. So starting with the hot dog stand back there, the ironic hot dog stand, which does include the new hot dog buns piece, which looks pretty cool, uses the classic Lego hot dog or sausage pieces. You just snap them right in there, and then it has an anti-stud on the base. So you can put that in the hand of a figure of any type. It looks nice, you know, it's nice and presentable. You get to have a worker back there. There's enough room to bring somebody up here as a customer, but the awning is the target in this case. So if you can hit that just right, I find it's best to try to hit right here, right at the end. Any kind of direct hit on that, not so much on the top, but from the front of it, will cause this to just go back. And if you have your bird spinning, or accidentally kind of catches the edge and starts to spin, oftentimes it'll take out the pig at the same time, as long as you don't have the pig actually attached to the studs back there. So it's best to just leave it kind of loose there, and it's really easy to reset that back, so there's no reconstruction that's required. I like that. That's well done so far. And then there's this bridge here. Well, you can have a pig who's crossing the bridge, and that's something that can be taken out as well. Here the targets are the balloons up above. It's actually nicely hidden away. It's a simple little latch mechanism. You just hit that, all the balloons will fall back, and this actually is easier to do than hitting the awning. It's a larger target. It doesn't require as much force, so anywhere that you hit this, it's going to cause that latch to come out, and then the bridge just falls down. And if you have a pig on top of there, the pig will fall down as well. And once again, you can easily just reset. Oops. One of the balloons was off just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Bring that back. Just make sure your balloons are all in place, and that is reset now. I accidentally knocked this over. That's reset. Let's see the next thing. You got a little house here with a couple of, I believe these are recolors of parts, with the medium azure color for the 1x3 brick there, and also these small window frames. There's a couple more up above as well. But this is a nice looking little small structure with the white picket fences on the sides. This is a place where the pigs are actually hoarding away some eggs and hiding them, holding on to them for later use. The next mechanism, next action feature that I'm going to show you is actually activated by that boulder up at the top. This is a really tough one to get, but it pretty much just comes down to getting the right distance. You need to be able to fly up high enough and with enough force. That's the trigger, and it works against this zip line system that the pigs have set up here. I think the pigs did it intentionally, but you can catch them off guard when they're not ready for it to actually work. You know, the pig phone down here integrated into the base of it is a funny little thing. There's also a trough of ice cream with cones that already have scoops of ice cream up on top, although they kind of look like soft serve. But I like the texture here. I like the way that this is built, the way that it's designed. It just looks nice right here at the end. But it also works, so you see the umbrella acts as the little gondola, basically, and when you hit the trigger back here, it's going to release that and allow him to slide on down here. So when he's not ready for it, then it's a surprise for them, but otherwise they can use it for just regular transportation. Another thing up there that can also be hit, and that's much easier to hit still, sometimes you can get a combo, and then it feels really good if you can get a combo and hit both of these, but this is the other trigger right here. This works against this boulder that's on a winch or on a windlass. The boulder is going to fall down, and when that falls, it's going to hit a couple boxes of TNT. One of them is open and has a bunch of bundles of TNT in it, and the other one is just a closed up box which has a printed piece on the top. So when all of that works together, it's a pretty fun thing, actually. It does a lot of things. It kind of has a little bit of a chain reaction to it. So I'll just simulate that here. Just hit this. This is going to unreel and fall down, and all this is going to come out. Watch this. Just a real quick. There you go. See, it works, and it's lined up properly. This actually has a very, very high rate of success. As long as you hit it, it's going to work well. And it just has a little catch up there. And as you bring this up, you just need to have it loose, and you can stop it at any point. It's just holding onto a little gear right there on the outside. It just keeps it from going any further. And that does it for the main action features of this thing. Looking at the entire thing from different angles, you know, it's pretty consistent around. Just has lots of color that's visible from many places, and I feel like this gives a lot of push to creativity, and has, like I said, just so many different things that it's doing. It's not just everything being knocked over and then that's it. You know, things are done in different ways, and I think that this will encourage a lot of kids to come up with their own ideas for different traps and trigger mechanisms for destroying things. I also really appreciate that you can easily put everything back, so none of this is permanent destruction. None of it requires that you actually reassemble any Lego pieces. This is pretty nicely done. These are the 4 figures included with the set, so Red, Stella, and then Piggies 1 and 2, just 2 random pigs. I think these are my 2 favorite figures out of this entire line so far. This particular facial expression of Red is extra angry, and I feel it's more iconic. And then Stella just has really good molds, really good sculpting with the tuft there. Also very nice, clean and crisp application of the paint, the darker pink color, kind of magenta color. Also her feet are very well defined. You can see the lines between the individual digits there, just stands out well. Those are painted, as are the feet and legs for Red, but it's just done better, I think, against the pink color here. And again, the sculpt is good. The piggies are fine. I prefer the one on the far right because it has even more expression. It's less generic and actually looks like it's scared or something. But I think that this is a nice selection, but I especially favor the 2 birds in this particular case. Nothing extra to really see from the back, but yeah, a good selection for a medium-sized set. This set has all of the stuff that I personally was expecting when I first heard that Lego was going to be doing Angry Birds movie sets. It's got the colorfulness, it's got the playfulness in the design, and it also has the actual play features in the design where you can affect the environment and you can have a lot of fun trying to hit the different targets, and then you can put stuff back together. I think this is really nicely done for the low parts count, and the low parts count allows the price to be fairly reasonable. Of course, it would always be nice to get things cheaper, but objectively relative to what is normal today, I feel like the value here ends up looking pretty good. And again, I do like that selection of figures, especially the birds here. Let me know what you think about this set, if you have a favorite feature or if there's anything that you wish was done differently. Also, let me know what you think about this selection of figures, and particularly Red versus the facial expressions that he has in other sets. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you again very soon.